Okay, this message is to Iowa. Okay, I think I was going to go. I'm going to go to. These are two states. The two primary states. I've been there. I've done that. I've been in New Hampshire. I lived there for a year, and I've been to Iowa. I actually lived um, uh, in northern Missouri, right outside Kansas City, a town called Parkville. I spent a good majority of my time. I mean, it's kind of identical, the situation the two states are in, right? Because the same kind of industries and the same kind of commercial business and all that stuff. You have your corporate places out there. The jobs, they're hard to come by there too. Education standards, less people go to school out there than they do in, say, states like the state I live in right now, which is Jersey. About half the state goes to college here. I think it's around 30% or so that goes to college out there, and then even if you graduate. So here's the thing. I'm going to go with this message. I'm reaching out to Iowa right now, all you Iowans out there, to the guys that drive their pickup trucks every day to the construction site to go do a little rough-in framing. The guys that are sitting at the firehouse right now, chilling, waiting for the call. To the officers out there making sure the streets are safe and getting all those drunk drivers off the road and making sure you get paid by giving out them speeding tickets. Anyhow, let's reach out to everybody, to that lady working at the register in the Walmarts and the men and women working on the roads, all you guys, because you really don't realize just how much this affects you. You don't realize that this upcoming election is the make or break for the next generations to come. Your children, my children, right? Your future, especially if you're about my age and younger. I'm at 32 years old. I'm looking forward. I could already see stuff is coming our way. The dollar's in decline. It literally is in decline. It's worth 20% of it where it was like 10 or 15 years ago. It's really in decline. You notice everything's got more expensive. Milk's got more expensive. Coffee's got more expensive. Cars have got more expensive. Gas has got more expensive. Everything's got more expensive. Folks, that's called inflation. And not just any inflation. Look forward to the superinflation when it really hits you. I don't think you get it. And you just... I'd be less worried about your job situation right now and more worried about where's the dollar going to be in the future. Right? I'm telling you, there's only one candidate out there that's willing to put his ass on the line to make sure that the tough love comes to this country, the economy gets turned around in the way it's supposed to, on the right track. Now, I'm telling you, his message isn't very potent because you don't want the programs to go away. You don't want that extra money that comes in. You don't want your unemployment to get cut down. You don't want any of that stuff. It's not like he's going to make it happen overnight because it's not like, because he has to make that, Congress do its job, okay, or the Senate do its job. So he can press, but when it comes down to it, the legislative branch has got to do its job, okay? But when you vote someone like Mr. Ron Paul into office, it sets precedents. It does. And the American people are fed up with the status quo. You've heard that term all the time, right? Maybe not. But Iowans, if you don't come out of the woodwork, the construction workers, the police officers, your union workers, even you union workers, you think that Obama's going to save your ass, you are dead wrong. You're dead ass wrong. He ain't going to save your ass. He's not going to even come close. His position is the same as any other Republican that was out there, anybody that has put us in this situation right now. You've got to think about the future. The future is letting the market and letting the economy correct itself, just like they did after the Great Depression. That's what happened. It's what happened. The money got inflated. There was housing bubbles. It's the same damn thing that happened in '29. It's the same thing. Read your history books. Understand it. Bubbles. Little tiny bubbles. Right? You can swim in your glasses, beer, liquor, whatever, live in your misery, stew in your depression. But I'm telling you, you can do something about it now. You literally can. You can change the course of history. The history. If you look into it a little bit, you'll see that this Ron Paul guy, they're really trying. They're really fighting to make sure that he doesn't get elected. Oh my God, they are scared shitless of this guy. Not because he's cranky.